Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to another budget photography video. So I'm outside for once. I'm normally in my office, but I'm outside today. And I'm doing an editing video for you today. It's what's coming up. One problem is you're not going to be able to see me, all this beautiful scenery, because I forgot my tripod. I forgot the tripod. I've got the mount, I've got 3 microphones for audio, and I also forgot an ND filter, so that's why I'm blown out. So I'm gonna how's that? Is that any better? That's not any better, is it? Jesus Christ, this is F16. Jesus, this is bright out today. And it's also really hot out today. So I'm probably gonna burn again. So yeah. Anyway, enjoy the video because it's hot out here today. So please watch it all. Right, so here we go. Now I am in direct sunlight, so I'm kind of hoping that I can see the iPad properly. I'm going to use the pencil to make it easier on myself. So I've got about 600-700 pictures here. So we're going to go through we're not going to go through all of them. I've looked through some of them, but we're not going to go through all of them. And we're going to edit some of them. So I think we'll go with, first of all actually, is maybe this guy here. Let's have a look at that. So this is quite underexposed here, so we'll bring the exposure up. I'm just bringing the exposure up actually just so I can see if he is in focus, because I'm really not sure because I'm struggling to see it. So I'm going to bring that down to about there. We're going to bring in some contrast. We're going to bring down the highlights. We're going to lift them shadows, lift the whites, drop some of the blacks, have a look at the colours. Actually, you know what, I'm going to brighten this up a little bit more, and then I'm going to bring in the colours. Now it's quite a warm image, we're going to cool it down a little bit, just like that, and then maybe we will texture, I don't know, a vignette, maybe a slight vignette. Let's have a look. No, no. I mean, that is basically it, but I feel like as if we could do more to that image, to be honest. Let's have a look what else we have here. Now, I was shooting with a number of lenses, to be fair, so some of these are actually out of focus because of that lens, because it was back focusing, it was focusing on the background, especially here with this lady here. So we'll bring that to about there. We'll bring in some more contrast. We're going to cool this down straight away because this is too warm for my liking. There we go. We'll drop some highlights, we'll lift the shadows, same as we did before, drop the whites, and drop some of the blacks. And I'm happy with that one. To be fair, these are just kind of quick edits that I'm doing today, just to show the client what, you know, kind of an initial edit as well. And I thought I'd make a video on it. So, what do we have here? So this is actually set up, so I don't really want that myself. What I will say actually is there is an event going on further over to the right hand side of me, and it's really annoying because I've just heard clapping. So if you hear clapping or something, then you know why. So what I will say as well, actually, some of these images are going to be overexposed. That's because I had the 5D in program. No, not program. It was, what was it? Aperture priority. That was it. And I didn't realise that it was overexposing the image. So, but that's okay because it's only done it by like 1, maybe 2 stops. I mean, if we look at the information on here, you can see we've got an f1.8, 1/8000th of a second, and an ISO of 2000. Which is really high ISO. I wouldn't manually do that, but we can bring back some of that detail. Not much, but we can bring some of it back by just dropping down the highlights, bringing in the contrast, lifting the shadows. Let's have a look at the whites and the blacks. I think we'll keep them the same. We'll bring that up a little bit more. And it is all in focus. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit grainy, but that's fine. I was meant to export that. I think what we will do as well, actually, is we'll cool this one down as well. It was a very hot day. I'll be brutally honest with you. It was a very hot day, same as today, which is quite nice, really. It is a bit unusual for the UK to have, you know, nice weather, but it's nice to have nice weather. So here we go. Here's the dragon. This really annoyed me as a filmmaker because it kept getting in the way, and I nearly walked into a big camera, and yeah, because I was walking backwards, and yeah. Although I did learn some more lessons on this one, like having more audio sources than you already do, even though I actually already brought audio sources with me. So I'm going to bring the exposure down on this one. We're going to bring the contrast back up again, drop them highlights, drop some of the whites, lift the shadows slightly, and we'll drop them blacks. And then we'll go into colour. And to be fair, we're doing kind of the same edit with these images, which is okay, it's perfectly fine, but it does get kind of boring. But this is just what these images need at the moment to look, you know, kind of okay. We've got the same settings as before, so the camera was using the same settings. So we've got that nice, you know, depth of field from the 50mm. So what else do we have? There we go, we can edit this one. So we can do again exactly the same. So we'll cool this down a little bit. We'll go into the lights, we'll drop the exposure, add in some contrast, we'll drop the highlights, lift some shadows, drop the whites, drop some of the blacks. And I'm actually going to bring in more blue colour, just like that. I'll export that one. So what else do we have? So I think it's, no, it's not these ones. Where was it? So yeah, here we go. So you can see here, starting about, oh no, that one's in focus. Well, that one's clearly not. The 50mm did start to struggle a little bit in some pictures, and that's perfectly fine. I'm trying to find a good one where he's posed perfectly well. Because I had these on burst. There we go. That's, whoops, that's a better one. I think we'll edit this one. And we'll just cool it, whoops. We'll just cool it down a little bit. We'll lift the exposure. We'll drop some highlights. We'll lift the shadows. Drop the whites. Lift some black. I'm going to drop it. Let's bring in some more contrast. And then we'll add in some more blue. Maybe too much blue. There we go. And then we'll export that one. There we go. I got quite a lot of pictures in, you know, at this event. That's not a picture, that's a video, I didn't realise. That's another video. For some reason my videos have seemed to have saved to Lightroom. So yeah, you can hear that banging just going on in the background because there's meant to be an event today. That is really annoying, and I do apologise for that. But there's nothing I can do about that. I think, is that, yeah, it's pretty sharp. So what we'll do is we'll crop in to about there, and then we'll drop them highlights. We'll add in the contrast, lift some shadows, and then bring in some blue. There we go. Just like that. Export to camera roll. So I'm going to end it there because the building works are getting really annoying. I've had to edit out a load of things. I'm going to just have to end it there, so I'll see you in the next one, guys. Sorry this was really short. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.